Part 10. Gangakka too received a letter from her son. It was a special letter informing her that he had got a good job and had also found a house to live in. Reading his letter made Gangakka very happy. She thanked their family deity, Lord Mlaira, Mlaira, Linga. But at the end of the letter, there were a few lines that disturbed her. Shrikant had written, Ava, I am tired of hostel and hotel food. Now I would like to get married and make a home in Bombay. Gangakka didn't like that. According to her, there was no hurry for him to get married. He was no doubt good looking, had just finished his B.Tech and already found a job, but he was only 23 years old. 23 was a marriageable age for a girl, but not for a boy. If he was fed up of hostel and hotel food, he could always move back to Hubli, Gangakka thought. She did not understand why he had to be in Bombay, an unknown place for her. She thought of her distant cousin Sham, who was a PWD engineer. He was leading a comfortable life in with car and servant in Dharwad. Shrikant could definitely take up that kind of job, but it seemed that he wanted to be in Bombay. Gagakka did not have the slightest inkling about Srimati. When a boy shows an interest in marriage, then it is unfair for mother to keep quiet about it. Gangakka was extremely close to her daughter Rama. They thought alike and spoke alike. The only difference was in their age. She immediately wrote to her daughter about Shrikant's decision to get married. For Rama, it was most important occasion. She jumped with joy at news and soon came to Hubli with her two children. Anyway, it was the summer holidays. Mother and daughter started planning a strategy to find the kind of girl they would want for Shrikant. First of all, she had to be very obedient, extremely good looking, and from an affluent family. But they could not tell people that. They would have to put it differently. Gangakka usually met other women of her age at the discourses on the Puranas at temple. At these discourses given by a pandit or the temple priest, elderly people met, exchanged ideas and experiences, and got to know about each other's family matter. Such gatherings were also a broadcasting center of news in a community. At one such meeting, Gangakka announced that she was looking for bride for her son. We are looking for good graduate girl, but not for money. If an eligible adjusting girl comes with just a coconut, we will still be happy, was her statement. But those who knew her knew very well that she actually meant. Rama's in laws were greedy people. In order to please them, Gangakka often sent them expensive gifts so that her daughter would have more prestige than the other daughter in laws. Rama had a sister in law, Rajni. Now, Rama's mother in law was after Rama to get her horoscope matched with Shrikant's. Rama did not like the idea at all. Telling a lie was easy for the mother and daughter. Putting on an act, Gangaka pretended as if she was very sad and told them, I wish Rajni could have been my daughter in law. I was praying to God for that, but unfortunately, the horoscopes did not match. How can we go ahead? A horoscope mismatch was one of the best excuses to withdraw from an unwanted proposal. And Gangaka used this excuse as and when required. Shinappa, Gangaka's elder brother, was waiting for this chance. He wanted his daughter Ratna to marry Shrikant. It was customary for a boy to marry his maternal uncle's daughter in North Karnataka. Shinappa came with lots of gifts for his sister and Rama. He knew that if Rama was happy, she would push her mother. No one could beat Shinappa in sweet talk. He started buttering up his sister. Look, Gangakka, if a stranger comes as a daughter in law to your house, then will she take care of you in your old age? You have already suffered so much in your life. Shouldn't you be happy and get some rest at least now? Our daughter is very fond of you and she resembles Rama in most respects. She might not be fair as Shrikant, but their horoscopes have matched very well. Please do not look down upon us. We will perform the marriage in the best way. You tell me what you want: gold, cash, a house. It became difficult for Gangaka to resist Shinappa's offer. She liked Ratna as niece, but did not want her to be a daughter in law. Ratna was arrogant, uneducated, and ordinary looking. How would Shrikant agree to marry her? It was a fact that Shinappa had helped Gangaka in difficult times. Still, she did not want to convey her gratitude, but getting into a marriage relationship. Teaching Gangaka to talk sweetly is as unnecessary as teaching a fish to swim. Shinappa, without your help, I would not have survived. We all are indebted to you and will remain throughout our lives. Ratna was always on my mind, but Shrikant has categorically told me that he doesn't want to marry within the family. He feels Ratna is like his own sister. I cannot go against him. I am helpless. Shenappa realized that it was not Shrikant but Gangakka who did not want the alliance. Shrikant had hardly spoken to Ratna to have developed brotherly feelings. Shenappa knew Gangakka was trying for bigger fish and Shrikant was just an excuse. It was clear to Shenappa that there was no use talking any further. As he was leaving, he sarcastically said, "Okay, marriages are made in heaven. Let us see what kind of girl Shrikant will marry." At one of the Purana readings, Vandana's mother had come to know that Gangakka was searching for her daughter in law. Vandana's sister Kavita was in her second year of BA, so their mother decided to propose a match between Kavita and Shrikant. She knew that except for the sharp tongue and quarrelsome nature of his mother and sister, Shrikant would be a right catch. She told Vandana, Shrikant was your classmate. What do you think of suggesting Kavita to him? Vandana was taken aback. No, Ava, please don't do that, she blurted out, but did not say anything more as that would have got Srimati into trouble. Why? The boy is very good, and anywhere they are going to stay separately in Bombay. You will also be there. No, Ava, whatever it is, please don't proceed. Shrikant will say no. How do you say that? We will give them dowry, and Kavita is also good looking. Let us give them the horoscope and see. It does not mean that the marriage will take place immediately. Vandana's mother could not understand why Vandana was resisting so much. All parents who had daughters suddenly started paying attention to Gangakka. They had not bothered to say even a hello to her all these years. Now they would go out of their way and talk to her and invite her to their homes. One of them was Annachari, the priest who gave the daily disclosure at temple. One evening after the discourse, he in he insisted that Rama and Gangaka to come home for his house for tea, though in the last 20 years he had hardly even noticed them. Gangaka was thrilled. When she and Rama went to his house, they received royal treatment. Annachari's wife Champaka broached the topic in a leisurely manner as she served the varieties of food she had prepared. Gangaka, you never know when and how fortune smiles on a person. You are aware that the Desai family of Naval Gund is very famous. They are very well off people with plenty of land and trunks of gold in their house. They have only two daughters. The elder daughter is married to a very rich person from Bijapur. Their second daughter Indira is of marriageable age and she is very good looking. She went up to BA but somehow didn't complete it. Anachari continued. What does education matter to such people? They don't need to take up a job. They are thinking about Srikant, of course, with my recommendation. Gangaka was overjoyed. How on the earth did wealthy family people like Desai think of an alliance with her family? If it came through, Srikant would be very fortunate. But then she remembered that they belonged to a different sect. Aren't they Vaishnavas? Normally, Annachari would make a fuss about such things, but that day he was liberal. How does it matter, Gangaka? God has two faces. One is Lord Shiva and other is Lord Vishnu. Both are different names for the same God. In today's world, you should not make such differences. But he did not reveal that he wouldn't even drink a drop of water in Vaishnava's house. What about the horoscope? What about the horoscope? Rama raised a point. Oh, Gangaka, I myself have matched Shrikant's and Indira's horoscopes. They have matched excellently. Indra will bring him good luck. You should consider yourself very lucky that you have got such a proposal for Shrikant. Mother and daughter were thrilled. Rama started imagining Shrikant's marriage with Indira. She had heard from many people about the pomp and grandeur of their first daughter's wedding. She was sure that her status would also go up in this marriage if this marriage took place. Annachari was a shrewd person. He noticed the two women softening to the idea. He was just waiting for the chance. I will tell Desai to bring his daughter to your house this Sunday and I will also accompany them. Let us see how soon the best can happen. The meeting ended up in good spirits. Rama and her mother started doing up the house to impress the guests on Sunday. Sunday finally arrived. The, 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 Desa, the Desais came in a big car. Each one of them looked like royalty. Mrs. Desai and Indra had worn as many ornaments as possible to show off their status. Rama and Gangaka took great pains to offer the best hospitality. The formalities of tea and snacks were over. There was disappointment look on Mrs. Desai's face after seeing Gangaka's house. It was very ordinary and there was no sign of affluence. She felt that Gangaka and her daughter were too eager for this alliance, that too just for the money. Though Gangaka observed that the girl was a bit slow and very ordinary looking, she was tempted by her father's wealth. Annachari was the only one who was talking non-stop. Oh, Shrikant is very bright and simple boy, and there are no two ways about it. If he applies for the IAS, he is sure to become the collector of Dharwad. He is as obedient to his father as Sri Ramchandra. Definitely, he will keep your daughter very happy. Annachari did not even know that for the IAS one had to appear for an examination and not just apply. Mrs. Desai put the brakes on Annachari's chatter. Money is not at all an important factor for us. We have brought up our children in luxury and our daughter is not used to hard work. We have sufficient facilities at home. We will definitely help the boy to the best of our ability, but he should keep our daughter happy. Gangaka diplomatically said, everything depends upon Shrikant's decision. Let him come and we will let you know. So, mother and daughter both are looking for good alliance. Let's see what happens. Stay tuned.